Good morning, everyone. Nice to see you all. I'm Steve Matuszak, the head teacher at Dartmouth. All of you know that. Maybe all of you know that as well, but just in case. Anyhow, I just wanted to say a few words here. First of all, thank you, Andrew, for that wonderful talk. I really appreciated that. Andrew started practicing before I did, I believe, here at Dartmouth Field. And so just nice to see you giving a talk here. So thank you. I just wanted to talk really quickly. I know there have been things going on in our community. There are situations, conditions that have been very unsettling over the past week. And I just wanted to kind of talk about that a little bit as a community before we uh, enjoy our treats downstairs. And I'll say that some of what Andrew said in his talk was what I was thinking about mentioning. So I at least can forgo some of that. But one of the things to remember is these are the times when we're encountering dukkha, when we're suffering, when there's confusion that's arising. There's confusion that's arising. There's suffering that's arising, right? It's difficult to be in these situations, and it's real easy for us to spin out, the kinds of things that Andrew was talking about. Very easy for us to get caught up in our self and our own ideas of the world. I'm sure we've all experienced this listening to the commentary about what happened with Renee Good. I mean, the commentary was immediate and it's constant and it's a bit tiring, you know. But we're all like that. We all have this tendency to boom, we put our spin on it right away, and that's how we tend to respond, is out of that. It's very natural to do that. So don't think I'm saying that this is bad, but this is the opportunity for us to, when we see that that's happening, to settle down, just to really see what's showing up and what do I know? What don't I know? What am I assuming? What am I projecting? Right? And we don't even have to answer those. Like Andrew said, it could just be being present, just being here, just taking that breath and bringing yourself back here. But, it's easy for me to say this. So I just wanted to open it up and see if people had any concerns they wanted to share with the Sangha at all. I mean, like I said, I know this is a challenging time right now. Yeah, David.
So we know that there's two truths, right? There's the relative and the absolute. And in bad times, you can, like Steve said, really get sucked into the relative and think that's all there is. But that's not all there is. Norm Randolph used to say, an atomic bomb can go off over your head and your true self will not be damaged. And that's a big thing to grapple with. And it's impossible to grapple with when you're caught in the relative, because it's obviously not true for the relative self. But it is true on another level.
Thank you, David. Anyone else? Mary?
I'm not sure what I want to say. So something Steve Hagen said to me many years ago. I told him I was going over to a different Zen center, and what he said was, just watch your mind. And you did. He really did. You're not going to deny it, are you? Okay, so I got it right. It's something that has been running through my mind a lot, especially lately. And, if you're on social media, boy, it's ugly out there. And it's really hard to not tie into the negativity. And I find myself thinking of a boat. Am I going to go to that side of the boat and then I'm going to go to that side of the boat? I'm just going to try to stay in the middle somehow. So I just try to watch my mind.
Thank you, Mary. Any other thoughts? Anyone online? Well, thank you all. Just remember, one of the things that Andrew pointed out, and I can't remember your tattoos. If you mentioned not self, is that?
Well, it's all there. I just pulled out 2 of the 4.
Yeah. The only reason I asked is you actually talked about it.
Yeah.
When you talked about the fact that we're all practicing together. This is life. Right? This is not self. Not self is not, again, not some scary thing that people think it is. Oh, I don't exist. What? I don't, or a weird thing, but it is instead the fact that none of us are here alone. We're all living intimately with all beings, right? Always. That is how it is. And so, we can take care of how we live with all beings. And in doing that, thinking about the ripples Andrew was talking about, how we take care of all beings is how all beings take care of us. And that's how we take care of all beings. So we're all taking care of one another all the time. And sometimes it doesn't seem like we're taking care of one another so well, but what we can do about that is to take care of others as well as we can. And to know that even when it seems like people aren't, that they're doing the best they can, right? To kind of step into it with that understanding. So we're all in this together. We're all practicing together. And I am grateful for this community, for the people that I practice this quietude with, this settling into the moment with. So thank you all.
Thanks, Steve.